Okay, you've completed your investigation on some different payment systems with different jobs. Hopefully you're able to find a job in an area that you're interested in and took a look at how it works. What I'm going to do now for the last three examples here is just show you the calculations on how this works. Some of this you'll be all right with. You've seen before. Some of this, the salary one might be a little bit new. So we're going to look at Tommy at three different job options here. So calculate the following. Tommy works 40 hours each week, and his wage is $11.25. How much will he make each week? So for hourly, I'm going to put the formula right here for you. Your salary is equal to your pay times your hours. All right, so that is how you calculate your pay. So Tommy's salary or pay, he gets $11.25 per hour, and he worked a 40-hour week, so multiply that by 40. So we end up with 11.25 times 40. He made $450. Remember, this is before taxes, and we'll talk about that in the grade 11 and 12 course, because you don't actually take $450 home. But therefore, I'm going to say gross pay. Gross means before taxes. Gross pay is $450. So if you're interested to know what gross pay is right now, ask your teacher after the video and just get a feel for that. But remember, every paycheck, for those that have part-time jobs, you already know this, a certain amount of money is taken by the government for a variety of reasons. So, all right. So Tommy, 40-hour week, $11.25 an hour. That's what he makes. Now, what happens if Tommy works on salary? His annual salary. So his boss says, you know what, I'm going to give you $25,000 a year. What will his weekly paycheck be if he works 48 weeks each year? So I did 4 weeks of holidays. That's maybe after a year or two with an employer, you kind of build up your holiday time. But on average, 4 weeks, probably a little rich to start with. But we'll just use it for this example. So salary, your salary pay here, salary equals your annual salary divided by weeks. All right. So I have it set up so you can look at it that you don't, because holiday pay, technically you get paid for every week of the year. But when you get holiday pay, it comes out of a different account. So what happens is basically, let's say, whatever this works out to be, let's say it's $1,000 a week. When you go on your holidays, you'll still get $1,000 a week, but it's coming out of something called a holiday pay fund. So it comes from a different source. So that's why we've divided by the number of weeks you actually work. So maybe I should add that in. I know you're not going to be happy with me there, but this is work weeks. All right. So for this case, salary would equal his annual pay, so $25,000. We're going to divide that by 48. And what do we end up with? So 25,000 divided by 48 is $520.83. Each week. Okay, so therefore, gross pay is $520. Now, again, remember, he's making $520. That's guaranteed paycheck. Every week Tommy works, he gets $520. When Tommy was up here for hourly, if he doesn't get 40 hours, he's not going to get $450. So it depends on how many hours are available at that particular job. Whereas with number two, with a salary, it's guaranteed $520.83. That's his paycheck every time. Okay? Finally, Tommy decides on commission or look at commission. So the company says, you know what, we'll give you 3% of sales. So what's his weekly paycheck if he averages $17,000 in sales? So he looks at, his history at the job and says, you know what, I average 17,000. So I'm not sure what job he's doing here for 17,000, but maybe he's in real estate. So how do you calculate this? Well, you already know this from before. But salary equals base pay plus commission. So you just look back at your notes, but that's already, you've already worked on that before and did a worksheet. So here, the salary is equal to base pay plus commission. So it doesn't look like he's getting any base pay. 3%, so that's 3 over 100, or 0.03 if you can go right there right away, multiplied by 17,000. So what is he thinking he can do each week? So 17,000 times 0.03, 510. All right, so therefore, gross pay is 510. So, a little bit better than hourly, but again, there is a risk that if things slow down, you know, the economy, people lose their jobs, factories move, if he doesn't sell as much product, if he doesn't average 17,000, the 510 will fluctuate. So, number 2 is the guaranteed. This is the salary no matter what happens. Number 1 and number 3 depend on number of hours worked or how much you're actually selling. So each of the pros and cons, okay, as you've already discovered. So in the worksheet coming up here, you're just practicing doing your calculations for the 3 different job options or payment options. If you have any questions, ask the teacher, and I will see you in the next video for the final lesson in this unit.